behavior, University of Mental Behavior, and they had talked about UTEP. What's weird is I've known Coach Price. I've been a fan of his for a long time. And he's an interesting coach, and whenever I'm in any place, I try to get out and talk to a lot of the young men. Yeah, well, I said young men and women. I had a chance to speak at a couple of high schools today, and UTEP is a historical place, and they said that maybe I can have an opportunity to come and at least see Coach Price and maybe address the team. I said, that's a good thing. To talk to them a little bit. I've been blessed all my life from having good people in my life, and I can inspire any young man here or anybody. I'm willing to do it.
What's your message to them?
My message to them is just to continue to get up, no matter how much you get knocked down, to know that you're blessed, to keep getting up. One thing about football is there's nothing hard about football. All these coaches try to make it very difficult sometimes by putting in all these different offenses. But what's strange about it, all you got to do is hit. If you start hitting people, sooner or later they change those offenses, and there's nothing complicated. And that's my message is, guys, sometimes I tell them, you got to get back to basics. Get back to basics where you don't fumble, where your defense go out and you hit people, where your offense just move the ball. When I played at Georgia, it's strange because we never threw the ball. I don't think we threw the ball maybe 8 times a game. But we used to get 3 yards here, 4 yards there, then we got a first down, and we just moved the ball down the field. And that's all you have to do. Because it doesn't matter how you beat someone as long as you win the game. And, the last game, these guys had a tough loss, but then you look at the mistakes that was made. So that shows that this is a good team. And, they can do some good things. And that's the way football is. I talk about Tony Romo. Right now, he's having a tough time because everybody coming down on him. He's losing confidence in himself. He get his confidence back, the Cowboys be right back where they should be at. Right now, it's not just Tony Romo. The whole team is playing awful. So not just him, so everybody's got to pick it up. It's got to be a team effort.
Any advice beyond the football field?
My advice is for guys to know that they're something special. To know that if they have problems, they need to get it taken care of. And know that you can't cheat yourself in life and think you're going to be successful. I've said many times, I think any athlete that takes a steroid, that takes a drug, shouldn't be privileged to play this game. In my book, they don't get a second chance because you're privileged to have an opportunity to be here at UTEP to play. You're privileged to have an opportunity to play for the Cowboys, play for the Redskins, play for any team. So if you got to cheat, you lose that privilege. It's just like having a crime. You lose that privilege to play. And I think the union should back me up on that because we have to set good examples for a lot of young people. And right now, we're not doing it. When you continue to slap people on the wrist and they come right back all the time, that's not a good example. And we're losing our young people because of it.
Can we expect to see you sometime again in El Paso?
Oh, I'm in El Paso a great deal. It's funny. I'm always here doing some work here at Fort Bliss or somewhere around the town, so you could see me back here. People say I'm getting old, but I'm not getting old. I'm just getting better.
You still do anything athletically?
Well, I'm getting ready for an MMA fight. I'm going to do an MMA fight probably in December. So I've been training for that. People think I'm crazy, but I say, after writing my book, I am crazy. But I've been doing martial arts for over 30-something years, and people don't realize that I've competed all my life. So this ain't no big deal here.
What do you do to stay in shape? Are you lifting weights?
I'm still doing all my push-ups and sit-ups. All my push-ups and sit-ups still running. I haven't changed my workout from what I used to do. I've added more to it. I've added a lot of jump rope to it now. So I'm working out anywhere between 6 to 9 hours a day right now. So I'm still working out like a crazy person.
Can you talk a little bit about that transition? What took you from, you mentioned that you were doing martial arts, but just professionally going from playing football to MMA, it's...
Well, when I was in college, and a lot of people never wrote about this, but when I was in college, I used to play games on Saturday. And on Sunday, I would go to church and come back and go fight in martial arts tournaments. And the coaches didn't like it, but what was weird about it is they didn't bother me because they knew that was my life. You know, people always say, don't do this, don't do that. And I said, guys, I've done it all my life. Don't stop me from doing what I'm doing because that's the way I am. So he let me do that all, you know, ever since I was at Georgia. And just so happened when I got out of football, I have a food company. I sell a lot in Vegas, and I happen to be in Vegas at the UFC camp. And a lot of the fighters were saying they're the best athlete in the world. And I'm sitting there thinking, wait a minute now, that's a bold statement to make. You know, I train with them, I work with them, and you know, I know I can beat a bunch of them. So I said, guys, I just challenge you guys to a fight. And at first, everybody was like, okay, okay, and then all of a sudden they knew that I was serious. Now I don't get no one saying, okay. So that was it. I just love competition. It's competition, and I'm still in that competition. I say, you know, I wrote the book about multiple personality, so I reckon my 20-year-old is still thinking he can compete.
Sounds good.
Cool, got what I need. Thank you,
Anything else?
appreciate it.
We're good?
Thank you.
It was a pleasure. Thank you. Appreciate it.